What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Green Rose Outdoors. And yes, it truly is a welcome back because, as you probably know, it's been a while since we posted an actual video. And the reason for that is we have recently moved states and we no longer live in Oregon and we now live in the amazing elk hunting state of Idaho. And so, very excited to be able to go elk hunting, archery elk hunting there this coming fall. And something that comes with moving states is you have to get residency before you can hunt. So in Idaho, you have to live here for 6 months before you can actually start hunting. And so that is very sad for us because, as you know, it is prime goose and duck season right now. And so we've missed out on all that. And that has been a real gut wrencher for us. Um, but this last archery season, we were not able to get any kind of elk footage because we had camera difficulties. And the camera that we were using, I filmed a lot, and then all the footage was ruined, and we have no idea why. And so, not very happy about that. My dad ended up actually filling his tag and shooting a small bull as well as a fork and horn buck, and I was actually with him when he shot the buck, and that was really cool. Um, but the point of this video is not just to say, like, this is why we haven't been posting. It's actually, we recently found a game on our Xbox, which I know it's gaming, we're in outdoors, whatever, but it's a hunting game. It's called The Hunter Call of the Wild, and it's like a really detailed and accurate hunting simulator. And so, like, maybe not, it's really accurate. So, like, you can go field hunting geese, you can lay out your decoys and blinds and shoot them. You can even shoot them with bows on the ground, which is really cool. You can go elk hunting and even call them in, though we haven't unlocked the elk calls, though we're close. You can stock up on elk, you can belly crawl, you can shoot black bears. We have all kinds of cool clips, and so we're excited to be able to share some of this footage because though it's indoors, it's outdoors technically, in the video game. So the clip I'm about to show you is an awesome clip where I stocked up on this big five by six bull, and it was a rosy, and I stocked up on it, crawled through the grass, made a decent shot, I thought. And then the blood trail after it was insane, and I ended up tracking it. I think it said 3 kilometers in the game, so I don't know how many miles that is, but that's a long ways. So though it's not real hunting, it's as close as we can get. So let's jump into the clip. So basically, I saw this bull, and it was a big one. I estimated it to be around a 5 or 6 point, and that's a big bull in this game, especially for a rosy. And so I decided I need to sneak up on this thing, even if it meant belly crawling, and shoot this thing with my newly bought bow, because we all know I'm a bow hunter at heart. When I'd snuck up to what I thought would be around 20 yards, I stood up, drew back my bow, aimed at where I thought the vitals would be, released. And at this point, I'm going crazy. I just shot a giant bull with this bow. This is my first bow kill in the game. I'm going crazy. After that, I knew I needed to keep eyes on it, so I could know where to start with the blood trail. Even if I lost it, I knew I could know where it went. After I followed it in the scope of my rifle and my binoculars, I knew I needed to find first blood. And that ended up being a big problem, because I could not find first blood no matter where I looked. I knew I'd made a good shot, so I knew that couldn't be first blood. Though, I did look around for a while longer before I did, until I eventually gave up and just started from that blood trail. And after that, the tracking begun. Little did I know, this was going to be a long blood trail, because I ended up hitting that bull high. And I thought maybe a high lung, or maybe even in the back. But I knew where he went, so I knew I could follow him. But this blood trail would go on forever. Like I said in the clip at the beginning, it ended up tracking him around 3 kilometers. After tracking this thing for around 500 meters, I even got charged by this black bear, which the only gun I had on me at the time that I wanted to use was a 22, and let's just say, that's not the best bear gun. after multiple times of having to go back and find less blood and follow the tracks and find more blood, I realized this bowl went straight up this cliff. And this took me a while. And at this point, I was starting to get discouraged. I'd been tracking this thing for 2 kilometers, and it was just looking like it was still going straight up this cliff, and this is something I thought I was going to have to go around. Though I did manage to parkour my way up it, I was getting very discouraged at this point. But persistence is key here. And wait until you see what's at the top. And then finally, after climbing straight up that cliff and finally making it to the top and tracking this thing for now around the 3 kilometers, I struck the gold when I found my bowl, and I was literally jumping with joy, clearly. And my mom even yelled at me for being too loud. Okay, and that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed that crazy, awesome, insane blood shell, and it was really fun to track for me because it felt like real hunting, and it's a good way, and I feel like it's been a good way for us to be able to make up for not going hunting, because that's a big part of our life and one of the things that we love to do. And so, once again, apologizing for not posting recently, just because with the whole move it hasn't been possible, but I hope we'll be able to post some more the Hunter Call of the Wild content. And until next time, see ya!